Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right, welcome back to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects and get things done that I've been meaning to get done. So, like for example, this last session, so I don't know if you can see, but like I shaved up a little bit because I'm going on a trip starting tomorrow, and I've been like I have stuff all over the place, so I'm trying to figure out like I just finished shaving, like just literally. And so I have like the stuff packed, but there's other things I want to take with me, like, make sure I have like all my charging things for like my phone and my watch and this ring thing. So it doesn't, doesn't not work while I'm out there and I can't charge it. So I'm trying to make sure it's electronic things that I'm trying to sort out now and trying to figure out like, battery packs and all these other things. So yeah, so untilit.works gives me time to work on things like this and other random coding side projects, which is also what I'm working on. I got the domain name hooked up to the project so far. So at least I know sometimes that takes some time. So at least that's working. And now I just got to finalize. I still got to put it together, but it's coming together. All right. So untilit.works is an opportunity for me to be able to get stuff like that done. And I figured, hey, you know what? Maybe other people want to be able to work on things that they want to get done, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I set time aside, I will never find time. And so untilit.works allows me the opportunity, because every 15 minutes after the hour, I do this live stream. So I'm like, I'm by a computer, I might as well work on something, right? So untilit.works consists of ciphers. And a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress, right? And break sessions are these, where I'll pop up here to remind you to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, sit here, watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Whatever it is, let your mind relax and not be focused on the thing you were just working on. All right, so now, like I said, I'll pop up here with the video to kind of take over the screen. And I have a notice there. If you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow autoplay video with audio. And that's why I have the notice there saying you may need to click play to start the stream. All right, next to that, there's an open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that open close caption button, a space will open up. And hopefully the words that I am saying are transcribed accurately, and then they're placed into that space. There's 2 buttons there to add a clip and create a highlight video. That feature is broken. Something with one of the services I was using changed or broke or something. I'm not sure what happened. I'm working on my own alternative to it. So till that's implemented, they don't work. Below that, if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that. There's a link to do that there. All right, cool. That is that. Awesome. Now let's talk about the work session, which look something like this. Cool. So now, notice in the upper right-hand corner, subscribe has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left-hand side, there's an audio player. You can try it. It relies on like a third party that I can't control, and sometimes they change things, and it will break my implementation of it. So you can give it a shot. So if you want to listen to some music, you can do that there. Now, here's the to-do section in the center. Where it says add a task, you type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list here. You can edit the task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. Now I'll send it to the section here that says done. If you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a new tab and pre-populate a new tweet with all the things you got completed with like little check marks next to them. Kind of a nice way of saying, oh, I got some stuff done going into the week, feeling good. You know what I mean? So at least for me, that's how it works. All right. Then in the right column to the side, we have a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. And again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So let's say you don't have a thing that you've been meaning to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't have anything that you want to work on. Well, and you hear that. And also you heard that coding, especially web development, might be a cool thing to look into, but you don't know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete them, I think you have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development at the end of the courses. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. Now, if you're already into web development and maybe you're looking for a quick project that will kind of like, get your creative juices going, or maybe even be able to build something and build on top of that, I have links to 3 tutorials, and they link to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. So I have 3 tutorials there. One is where you follow the tutorial, you create an application where there's an input box and a call button. You put in your home phone number into the input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring and you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then the other one is like the opposite, where you get a virtual number. In the application you create following the tutorial, you link that virtual number to your application. So you'll be able to, from your home phone, call that, your real world phone, call that virtual number, and then be able to answer it in the application that you create. Then I have one where it's 2 users log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser and they can have a conversation. So I think it's pretty cool stuff. And I use that a lot, like those sorts of functions and a bunch of my other projects and things. So it's kind of cool to have, knowledge of. All right, Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako stands for help a coder/creator out. And it's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck or maybe you want feedback on a thing that you're working on, you'll be able to create a Hako, which is like a room that you can then invite people into. And then the hope is that collectively, everyone be able to help you get the answer or the feedback on the thing that you're working on. So if you click view, the view button under the Hako section, it will show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they logged in with, to be able to check out their profile to decide whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. Then I have a filter by keyword list here on the side. So if there's something specific you're looking for, you'll be able to filter it by that. Now, when you click create Hako, it presents you with this form. You put in the title, 3 keywords that can help somebody kind of find it and understand what's going on with it. And then when you click create, it generates a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. You got the title at the top. The leave button allows you to leave the Hako. You can open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat here. We'll come back to that. Over on the left-hand side, we have a countdown timer counter when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again. And you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're actually requesting to join your room, like I mentioned earlier. So they'll show up under pending. And you'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile and to determine whether or not you'd like that person into your Hako. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. All right, now, only you as the owner of the Hako can share your screen. And again, that's because the whole point of the Hako is for you to get help or feedback on a thing you're working on. And I think by you being able to share your screen, it'll be able to, other people will be able to see what you're seeing, and it'll provide a better context for them to be able to get you the help or the feedback that you're looking for. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako is that we have a text chat, like I mentioned. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability for an audio chat. So anybody who has an audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I have the opposite available, where if you're not looking at the screen and you still want to follow along, if you enable text to speech, anything put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. So that way you can still follow along without having to look at the text chat. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created there. And yeah, that is it. Cool. So now, like I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff I want to work on. I did like a test run kind of this application I'm making because it requires some hardware. And I bought some adapters that came in yesterday. Apparently, I didn't buy the right ones for the things that I have. So, but I found a way that I still can make it work. Instead of with two, I can make it work with one. So I got that working. But then I have another set of adapters I think should work getting to the hotel where I will be at. So I can be able to try it there as well. So I would rather have two than one, but one will work, right? So at least now that I know, like this application I'm building, the thing that I'm building it for works, right? And so like the hardware part works the way I need it to. So now I can kind of build on top of the fact that I know that it works and just keep on moving. So yeah, so we'll see. And cool. So I think that's going to be it. So I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. Again, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you'll make some progress on whatever that you're working on. And yeah, I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This here is a track by Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And peace. Thanks.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread a love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you.